The start of the pandemic, thousands of Nevadans, you may be at home, have lost your job, and that means paying the rent or your mortgage is a real challenge. Now, for months here in Nevada, there's been an order, a protective order that has banned evictions, but the moratorium ends tomorrow, and thousands of you could find yourselves losing your house. Jim Berchtold is joining us live again this morning from Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada from Zoom, or on Zoom, I should say. Jim, good to see you again this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Morning, glad to be here.
Well, let's get to the numbers here. The Gwynn Center looked at this. They say it's about 140,000 Nevada households could face evictions. Talk about the need right now to try and find a solution for these homeowners, for these tenants, considering this moratorium ends tomorrow. We're right up on it now.
Sure, yes. Yeah, the eviction landscape right now is desperate, as you can imagine. There are good people working behind the scenes trying to put programs in place to help homeowners and renters, but we just simply ran out of time. The rental assistance program through the state and through the county is no longer accepting applications. They're working on the backlog that's already been submitted. There was, during the special session, the legislature passed SB 1, which would allow the court to prop up a landlord-tenant mediation program to let landlords and tenants sit down and try to work something out. That hasn't been in place yet. They're still working on that. So as I said, we simply ran out of time. So right now, if you are a homeowner or a renter, there are not a lot of options out there. If you are a homeowner, you should still contact your lender to see if potentially you're able to get a forbearance on your mortgage payments. That would definitely assist you. But for renters, there's not a lot of options.
So there aren't a lot of options, but that suggests that there are some. Is there anything that someone who's watching at home can do if they didn't get the benefit package from the county or from the state, and here we are at the almost at the beginning of September, and they need to pay their rent?
So as far as I know, there are no rental assistance programs available right now until the existing programs work through the backlog. So really, all I can tell renters right now is familiarize yourselves with the eviction process so that you understand how it works. If you haven't already, reach out to your landlord. Potentially you and your landlord can work out some kind of repayment plan or some kind of option to allow you to remain in the home. Watch your door, make sure you respond to any eviction notice you receive. There also may be some protections still available under the Federal CARES Act if you live in a property that falls under the CARES Act. So you can go online and research to see if potentially you could get another 30 days in the home. That is absolutely something you should do. But other than that, all I can recommend is contact the governor, contact your state and local elected officials, and just let them know your story and let them know what kind of disaster is going to happen if this eviction moratorium lifts and there are widespread evictions and homelessness across the state.
That is cold comfort, certainly for viewers watching at home. So just from your experience over at Legal Aid, are you expecting, or is there any hope that on a state level or on a more local level, something is going to step in here at the last minute to help folks who are facing losing their home?
We don't know. Yeah. We are keeping our fingers crossed. We are hopeful, but at this point, we don't know. We are receiving hundreds and hundreds of calls every day from renters, tenants, homeowners who are literally in tears saying, I've been struggling to get unemployment, put food on the table, and now I don't know where I'm going to live and I don't know what to do. And honestly, there's not much we can tell them at this point.
Well, it's a very unfortunate situation, as we said, maybe up to 140,000 folks in jeopardy right now across the valley. Jim Berchtold, thank you for joining us. You can reach out to Legal Aid if you at home are interested in some assistance, and hopefully something happens to step in here. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Alex.